וחצי, זהו, מספיק, אתה מעל להרים, סבבה, אפשר לתת לו עוד קצת טורבו. תראה כמה האטת, משכת יותר מדי מהר, הפסדנו עכשיו איזה 3-4 דקות, תראה, 110 קשר. כשאתה מושך יותר מדי מהר, you're losing airspeed. Losing airspeed, it takes you longer to get to your destination.
הבנת, אודי?
You're still climbing. Still climbing, get back to 55. We said 5,500, right? Now look at your course. You drifted 30 degrees off course. Let's go back to the heading. Okay? Back to the left. Beautiful out here. Look at that.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day.
Oh, the whole, you know, lakes and all the hills over there to the right. It's really nice. It's the best time of the year now because the trees are changing colors. You see green turning into red, turning into brown, yellow, all the colors.
כמו שהוא אומר לו, תראה ירוק בפה, ירוק בפה, מה נעז? ירוק.
No approach. You're gonna do on, you're gonna do heading and altitude.
אבל למה אתה לוחץ הרבה פעמים?
Sometimes it doesn't
אבל איך אתה יודע מתי זה catch?
See, ALT is good. It's holding.
אז
on, heading and altitude.
On, heading and altitude.
Heading is the heading you're going. Altitude is the altitude you're in. And on is putting the autopilot on, okay?
Wanna go more Lewis?
No, it's good. Yeah, it's good. 5,600 is nice, no problem. No, you don't want to do that.
No? Lama?
Because if you activate the trim while the autopilot is on, it's going to disconnect the autopilot. If you want to do it right, you disconnect the autopilot, you get back to your altitude, you trim the airplane for that altitude, and then you can go ahead and activate the autopilot, put it back on. Now you're a little bit too much up. Get it under control.
What's the ETA you have? זה הולך חזק למעלה.
Let me have it. Relax. Put it back down. Don't touch these buttons unless you have to. Don't touch these buttons or trim.
Okay.
Use manual. If this is acting up, you can use manual trim, which is what I'm doing right now.
Alright.
I'll go back down to 55.
Check, check.
Check, check. And then I'm going to put the autopilot back on, or you can just hand fly. It depends on what you're looking to do.
Okay, you're 5,600. You're going to 55, right?
Yep, 55. Okay, nice and easy. You see it's nice and trim, 5,500. I'm going to level off here at 55. Now is a good time to engage the autopilot because it's going to hold what you put in. So put on, heading, and altitude. Let's see what happens.
It's on, right?
Yep, it should be on now. Yep, looks like it's doing its own thing now.
Good.
Yep, looking good.
Yeah?
Yep, looking good.
It's good.
Yeah, looks like it's doing nice.
Very good.
Okay, in order to get the estimate, he was asking for the estimated time of arrival, okay? We're going to select menu. We're going to change the data fields here. Change fields. We're going to select enter. And then we're going to change this to whatever we want. So we can go down to bearing and change it to estimated time of arrival right there.
Yeah, ETA.
ETA. Select enter. And it's telling us we're going to get there at 13:06. That's the estimated time of arrival. You can select estimated time en route, which will give you how many minutes to get there. So let's try this one. Enter. And estimated time en route right there. Enter. 43 minutes to get to destination. So we got arrival at 1:06, and it's going to take us 43 minutes to get to our destination. Okay? Kind of bumpy here over the hills. We may consider a different altitude. But for now, it's not too bad. If you get sick or whatever, let me know. We'll pick a different.
I like it.
You like it like this? Okay. Kind of keeps you awake.
No, I gotta go to gym. Go on. I like it.
He's pretty good. He's learning.
חזק, huh?
He's learning. He's good. Very slowly, he's learning.
מה עם התרבוקה, יא מאמה?
תשים לו טורבו שייסע יותר מהר, אנחנו רק ב-100 וכמה הספיד שלנו.
עוד 3 חודשים אני ואייזיק עם קסדות. עם
עוד 15. חליפות חמצן.
תפתח לו את הטורבו.
The turbo is on, we're good. One thing we forgot to do is the cruise checklist, okay? Because we're on the cruise right now. So, throttle is set, propellers are set, mixture is lean, fuel pumps. You can go ahead and put the fuel pumps on right there. Put one after another. This one off. On, off. Scroll to off. The other one too. Okay, fuel pump is off. Cow flaps are closed because we're in the cruise and we're on the green, so you don't want to overcool the engine.
למה סגרת את הפיול פאמפ?
Because this is an electric fuel pump, you don't need it on. You have the mechanical working.
Alright.
In cruise flight, you can close those electric fuel pumps. Heading to compass, this is a heading of 325. Right here is heading 325, which is okay. Oxygen. We're flying at 5,500. We don't need oxygen, but if you're up high and you're cruising, you want to adjust your oxygen regulator to whatever you're using. You know, if you're using a mask, you're going to use more oxygen. If you have the small cannulas, you're going to be using less oxygen. So you want to monitor the oxygen. And then fuel is on the proper tanks. Looks like we got 35 gallons on the right, 30 gallons on the left, so we're pretty good. And cruise checklist is complete. If you wanted to smooth out a little bit, you may consider climbing. So it's up
If
to
you're gonna climb, you're gonna lose time.
Yeah, he's right.
But if you go up,
He's right. You got about 38 minutes. By the time we get up
אתה
there,
צריך להתרגל לטיסות האלה, הרבה טיסות הם ככה במפי, זה
yeah, you just kind
גם בג'טים הם רפי, אתה יודע איזה צניחות, חבל לך על הזמן.
yep.
מה, באל על זה לא קורה לך גם?
Of course, any airplane, yeah, of course.
ב-30,000 פיט זה קורה לך.
Any airplane, can happen in any airplane, yep.
פעם אחת צמחנו 2,000 פיט למטה.
Ooh, that's a big drop.
קורה את זה בערים, נכון?
Ooh, that's a big drop.
נראה לי בערים השחורים זה יהיה לנו, לא?
I think what's gonna happen, you see the clouds over there?
את הנפילה בקלט שמה זה ייפול, לא?
Yeah, but you see the clouds over there?
תשים חגורה. איזה חיוכה? איזה קסדה על הראש?
You see the clouds over there? After we crossing those clouds, it's gonna clear up. You see how
Right.
I think the bumpy ride is right here because of the hills and the clouds. As we crossing those clouds, it's gonna smooth out.
זה בטוח פה כל המכסים האלה. מה זה הכל? לא... זה לא סיל טייט, אתה רואה?
Oh, that's the engine cowling. It's not gonna be sealed tight. It's not like you're submerging the aircraft in water. So, you know, it's just the way it is. That's how the airframe is built.
נראה כאילו מתפרק המטוס הזה, בדלק.
No, it's okay. It's alright. So you like that, the one in Texas? You like it, huh? It's a good deal. 7 hours on the engines.
I'm telling you, this is too good to be true.
Too good to be true. You gotta send a mechanic. You gotta go check it out and see what it says. That's it.
You don't need the plane to be with all the luxuries.
All the luxury? No! I mean, look.
It's very luxury inside.
On a long flight, you want to have...
shittiest one and look, it's good.
On a long flight, you want to have autopilot. That's very helpful. And we got an autopilot on this one, which is good.
But you have autopilot on the other.
That's a
Yeah,
must.
you
On a
have.
long flight.
You have.
On a short flight, you go in 10, 20 minutes, it's no big deal. But if you're going on an hour and more, you want to have autopilot. That's a necessity. Other than that, you want to have good instrumentation. If you're going into the clouds, you're going into the weather.
Oh yeah. Nachum told me it's too good to be true.
Yeah,
He said,
yeah, we got to check it out.
It's a $250,000 plane. How can it be?
Yeah, it's you got to go check it out.
You want to tell me people sell it that cheap?
You got to go check it out. The guy can be desperate. There's no hits. He wants to sell. He's very motivated. He may even drop the price further. You never know. You have to check it out.
Oh, he's gonna drop for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you offer him cash, he may let it go for 80. You never know. Yep. I mean, it's a good deal. You have to check out the airplane.
Isaac wants to know if you can fly it with the iPad.
What do you mean flying with the
He
iPad?
has an iPad. He want to fly it with the iPad.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to touch nothing. He wants to hold the iPad.
Oh, no, that's not going to work. No.
That's the one he wants.
You can use the iPad, stick it here on the screen.
You want the iPad with the Bluetooth, no, Isaac?
No, that's not going to work. You got to have the iPad you can use for navigation.
The Mississippi River?
No, these I believe are Finger Lakes. Let me see. Oh, that's not Finger Lakes yet. This is a reservoir. What this is called is a reservoir, okay? This one is Pepacton. This is Pepacton Reservoir. This is just a reservoir.
Where is it? To your right, to your left, 11.
To your left, you see the reservoir right there, the water? And there's one right here on the right. This is reservoir. If you open up your sectional chart right there, you can identify where we are.
According to what? To the latitude? How can you find that?
You can just compare the moving map. Let me see, 1 second. The Lancy VOR. The Lancy VOR is Cambridge. Let me find that VOR here on the sectional. Delancey VOR, right there. We're over at Delancey VOR, just south of it, and this is the reservoir. So this is where we are. You see Pepacton Reservoir? Pepacton, that's where we are. We're right here on the map. And where are we going? We're going to Syracuse, right? You want to go to Syracuse?
Yeah, but you know which airport it is.
So, Syracuse is right here. And we're on Delancey VOR. So we're really not that far. We're no more than about 30 minutes away from Syracuse. So we got to keep that chart open.
אז עם המטוס השני של ה-601P.
6013.
Aerostar.
Aerostar, yeah.
How long is gonna take?
The Aerostar is very fast. The Aerostar, the one with the twin turbo, you can do 250 knots.
No, so we will be there already.
No, we wouldn't be there yet because it's about 190 miles. So it's going to take about 45 minutes on the Aerostar. And we're about, you're right, in about a minute we'll be there. Yeah, we're 44 minutes in here. Yeah, we'll be there already. Yeah, the Aerostar. The Aerostar is a really good airplane because the airframe is very
תאר
slick.
לעצמך מה אני אומר לך? איזה מהירות זה? אנחנו כבר שמה.
היינו הולכים לפלורידה וחוזרים.
היינו הולכים להביא ג'ולס.
Before you purchase an airplane,
רגע, אבל זה שהסתכלת בטקסס, לא שמתי לב, הוא טורבו, לא?
turbo.
אוקיי.
Well, you have turbo and you have twin turbo.
Twin turbo.
Okay?
Is it twin turbo or just turbo?
Turbo is this one.
One engine.
No, it's one turbo.
One, only here.
No.
So what?
It's one turbo per engine. You're going twin or you're going single engine?
No, but you have two engines here, נכון?
How many engines do you want the airplane to have? Two engines. Every engine has a turbocharger. You can't have one engine without it. No, it's not going to work. It's going to be imbalanced. Okay, now, you have one turbo and you have twin turbo. With one turbo, the turbocharger is taking the outside air and compressing it before it goes inside the engine. At twin turbo, takes the outside air, compressing it into another turbo that's compressing it again into the engine.
Faster.
So you're getting up at altitude, you're getting more horsepower out of the engine. You're maximizing horsepower from the engine at higher altitude, okay? This one is single turbo. Twin turbo is better because you can get up to 25,000 feet and still get 350 horsepower out of the engines. With a single turbo, you're probably going to lose about 100 horsepower at 25,000 feet. Now, you got to remember, if you want comfort going up to altitude, you got to have a pressurized cabin. Because if you're not pressurized, you have to wear oxygen. So it's a little bit more a hassle. You got to recharge the tank, you got to have a cannula, you got to have a mask, depends on how high you go. Above 18,000 feet, you got to have a mask. Below 18,000, you have the cannula, which is a little more comfortable, just giving you, a little bit of oxygen into your nose as you're flying. So you got to think about all these parameters before you purchase an aircraft, and you have to target the aircraft to your mission. If you're going up and down, quick 30-minute flight, you don't need a big airplane because it's a short flight. But if you're going longer distance, over longer bodies of water, you want to have a twin and you want to have a fast airplane. So you tell me, what is most of your trips? You're going to get your private license, okay? You're going to get your license. Most of your trips flying, what are those going to be entitling? What are you going to do most of the trips? You're going to go far, you're going to go short, you're going to have a lot of people with you.
I can give you the distance.
Okay, what's the distance?
We're going to have to go at least twice a week to Chicago.
Chicago from New York. Chicago from New York twice a week, okay?
At least.
Twice a week, Chicago to New York. You're looking at about 1,000 miles, okay? How long do you want this trip to take?
1 hour.
You want to do 1,000 miles an hour?
You can't.
It's a missile. You don't have airplane traveling that fast.
That's what we want.
500 miles an hour.
You can go as fast as 400 knots.
Let me ask,
but you need a jet.
The Aerostar, how long is going to make it to...
It's going to be about 3.5 to 4 hours. 3.5 to 4 hours.
More than Florida? It cannot be.
Yeah, Chicago is about the same distance to Florida.
It's shorter.
It depends on where in Florida you're going, but Chicago, I can tell you this right now.
Miami, it's 1,500 feet.
If I go direct to Chicago now,
yeah,
I'll tell you exactly how much distance from here, because we're up north.
So you put distance and speed?
Yeah, you see Chicago?
Yeah.
Chicago is 577 miles, nautical miles from here.
Right.
Okay? Now, don't forget, we're going northwest to Syracuse. So Syracuse is much closer to Chicago than
New York.
Eastern Long Island, New York.
Of course.
So what you can do is put on the flight plan Chicago to Republic Airport. And it will tell you the leg and distance. ...658 nautical miles, which is about 800 regular miles, 800 and change. The Aerostar will travel about 240 knots, 230 knots.
2 hours and 20 minutes.
Maybe 2.5 hours. Yeah.
From here?
Yeah, it's 2 hours and 20. No, from Republic.
From Republic, about 3 hours, 2.5 hours.
2 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah. If you're going to be doing it with a jet, it's going to be about less than 2 hours. It's going to be less than 2 hours, because a jet can travel at 400 knots.
More, 600.
No, 600 is
600 miles. 600 miles.
No. 600, maybe 550 miles an hour. Yeah, it just about depends.
The one I flew goes always 600. 550, 600. How many knots is this? 400 knots?
You take statute miles and drop 20%. So if it's 600 statute miles, you drop 20, it's 500. It's 500 knots.
520, yeah.
So 500 nautical miles is 600 statute miles.
I got you.
When you're driving, it's different miles than flying.
Of course, yeah.
Okay?
So the knots, it's increase or decrease of 20%.
Correct. 20% difference between
Increase or
statute.
decrease from reverse to reversing it.
Exactly. Now you have to look at cost, okay? Is a cost major issue? Because
the fuel's not gonna make no difference.
It's not gonna make a difference.
We don't give a shit about
you
it.
don't care about the fuel. Okay, so fuel is not an issue. Okay, now what about maintenance cost?
No.
You don't care.
If we're already gonna take a plane,
Okay.
we're gonna lease it. We're not gonna put the money in front.
Okay.
We take a jet. We're gonna lease a jet.
Okay.
So what kind of maintenance you need on something new?
Well, if it's a brand new airplane,
What we're gonna need-
it's going to have very little maintenance.
Okay, and
All you have to do is do a 100-hour inspection and an annual inspection. If you're using it for hire, if it's your personal airplane and you're flying it yourself, you don't even need 100 hours. You can do an annual inspection once a year.
what kind of maintenance we need on the Aerostar?
It's going to be very expensive because it's going to be twin turbo. You have to go through the turbos every certain amount of hours. You have to cycle the landing gear, make sure everything's working with the landing gear, lubricate everything, check the spark plugs, check the airframe, check.
Who's doing all that?
You need a mechanic.
Nachum
Yeah,
can do
of
it.
course. You need a mechanic, of course. Yeah.
So what's the maintenance like roughly?
I estimate
How much you pay for your plane?
if you get it in a good price, in a good shape, and you do a good inspection on it before you purchase it, you know all the problems with it, and you treat the airplane nice when you're flying it, you can probably look at about $10,000 to $15,000 every inspection.
How often is an expansion?
Every 100 hours.
100 hours.
Every 100 hours of flying. Now we're flying 1 hour, 1.5.
That's a long time.
Yeah, it takes time. Depends on how much you fly.
Yeah.
If you go to Chicago twice a week on the airplane,
1 year.
it's going to be 10 hours every week. In a month, it's going to be 40 hours. 2.5 months.
Every 3 months.
Yeah, every 2-3 months, you're going to have to do a 100-hour inspection on it.
Yeah, but you want to do as often inspection because you were playing here with your life.
Yeah, but we have Nachum. Nachum is not going to charge me like I do.
What I recommend is don't wait for 100 hours. Get a
Yeah, don't
mechanic
wait.
to look at the airplane at 80,
it.
90. This way
Nachum
you know.
is 80 b'kol.
Yeah, he's good.
But anyway, don't forget, you're leasing the plane anywhere it's sitting, right? You're renting it.
Well,
We're making money while it's sitting on the ground, right?
no, you're not making money while it's not flying. The airplane has to
if
fly.
you rent it.
When you lease it to
Yeah.
someone else,
Yeah.
of course, they pay you for your airplane. I mean, this airplane is $285 an hour.
The other one will be 400.
The other one can be 400 because it's more maintenance,
Right.
more gas. So you let somebody else fly it for $400 an hour. He flies the plane, he logs the time, he pays you as the owner 400 hours.
Yeah, but why would you want somebody else to take you if it's your private
So
airplane?
why? He's paying you inspection for free. Why?
No,
Who
it's
gives a
not
shit?
paying you inspection
למה לא?
because you're putting time on it.
אבל אתה עושה אקסטרה כסף, להוציא את זה לאינספקשן. $400 בשעה, הוא לוקח על זה 4 שעות, עושה לך $2,000.
יהיה לך חסר כסף אחר כך?
לא,
אז נו,
כבר אין לנו גם הכל, אני לא דואג.
מה אתה דואג?
Technically, he's right. If you lease the airplane to someone else, and that someone else is paying you for the airplane, you're reducing the amount of maintenance on the aircraft.
A lot.
Because let's assume you're going for a 100-hour inspection, and that airplane was leased for 50 hours. 50 hours times 400,
20 grand.
that's 20,000. It can pay for the inspection. Airplanes that are sitting on the ground, not making money, actually deteriorate faster. So you want to have the airplane working for you. You don't want the airplane sitting.
Yeah.
And usually it's about 100 hours a year. If you fly the airplane more than 100 hours a year, it's good for you. Your maintenance cost is much lower per hour. Let's assume you buy an airplane and you fly it 3 hours a year. You still have to pay insurance. You still have to pay tie down. You still have to pay maintenance. You still have to, there's a lot of fixed costs.
The insurance is like a car? It's not expensive,
a little bit more expensive.
That's
Depends
what
on,
it's like a car.
depends on what insurance you're looking for and what's your...
אתה יודע, insurance כמו האוטו? טיפה יותר גבוה.
What airport are we coming up to?
We are flying over... Let me look at the chart. Nothing. You see an airport?
I don't know. What is this on the screen?
Oh, this on the screen is a VOR. This is Rockdale VOR. This is not a...
So what is it, Rockdale VOR?
Rockdale VOR. VOR is
Point of...
VHF Omni Range. What it does, it sends a signal to your instrument on board the aircraft, and that signal you'll able to receive a certain amount of direction from that VOR, which is an antenna on the ground. The antenna is transmitting signals 360 degrees. The instrument on the aircraft is reading that signal and tells you how far you are from that VOR and what is the radial or the relationship of the aircraft from that VOR. The airplane is south of the VOR, the airplane is north of the VOR, east or west, depended on, and it's very precise. It's plus or minus 4 degrees. It's pretty strict.
Where are we now?
We are currently over
How can you tell? You have to...
Interstate 51. If you look straight ahead, you'll see cars going right to left. That's Interstate 51.
Yeah, but on your GPS, you're coming up at the airport right there? Is this Syracuse Airport?
Syracuse Airport is about 50 miles from us right now. As a matter of fact, we're getting close enough where we can actually receive the weather there. So what we can do right now is tune the ETAs frequency, which is 124.22, and we can get the weather.
48.
And we can write it down.
As visual to approach you, notice the airman. ILS approaching runway 10. Not able to
Okay.
find the ILS. How do you do the little one?
This big knob is twisting the frequencies on the beginning, the first 3 digits.
Okay.
The second knob, which is here, is actually switching the second 3 digits.
You said 1, 2, 4?
124, 225. That's the frequency.
2 to 5. Okay.
That's right.
How do you change it 2 to 5?
124, 2.
How do you change it?
Oh, okay, here. See? Tell you what, let's practice, okay? The best is practice. I'm just gonna twist 24, 225.
I got you.
I'm gonna switch it away from you. You're gonna do the same thing. See if you can do it. Okay, one more practice. Okay, that's it. You know how to work it. Now, there's a flip-flop page, okay? Let's assume this is 124, 125, okay? You flip it from top to bottom. The top is active, the bottom is standby, okay? So, that's a good lesson. What I'm going to do is actually twist for the other fellow pilots watching this. What you're doing right now is flipping the bottom switch to the top, okay? The bottom frequency to the top. If you're pushing on this, it goes up. You push it again, it goes down. So, this is the ETAs frequency. Let's go ahead and twist.
But it's 124, 125.
It's 124, 225.
It's 125, yeah.
On the bottom,
On the bottom, yeah.
124, 125. Okay, now, let's see if you can do this. Let's put 124, 225 on the top, and let's go ahead and put the approach frequency, which is 126, 125 on the bottom. Beautiful. That's how we do it. Now, there's one more step. We have to take a piece of paper, and we have to write down the weather because we're getting close. We're about 15 minutes away, okay?
There's a plane 700, 800 feet underneath us.
about 15 minutes away. We're about 44 miles.
There's an aircraft underneath us, 800 feet.
Oh, airplane underneath us? Okay, let's take a look. He's actually above us climbing.
Is plus or minus? I don't see good.
It's plus 09, which
plus.
is 09
above us.
is 900.
It's 1,000, almost 1,000.
Now he's 1,000
above us. He's going up because of us.
You have to add 2 zeros to whatever you see up
Yeah, I know.
Okay, now the next step is actually to write down the ETAs, okay? So let's go ahead and monitor our frequency and write it down.
48. RNAV and visual, 110 approaching use. Notice the airman. ILS approaches, runway 10, runway 28 are not able at this time. The ILS is out of service. These cause flight bird activities at Syracuse Airport. Advise to contact you both.
Information Gulf, okay?
Syracuse Airport information Gulf 15540, Zulu, wind calm, visibility 10, 3,000 energy scattered. Temperature 4, dew point -5, altimeter 3048. RNAV and visual, 110 approaching use. Notice the airman. ILS approaches, runway 10, runway 28 are not able at this time. The ILS is out of service. These cause flight bird activities.
Okay, we got the weather, okay? Let's review that. We're getting pretty close. Information Gulf.
Information Gulf.
Time is 1550 Zulu. That's the time of the report. The winds are calm. That means there's no wind at all. Visibility 10 miles. Scattered 3,900. The clouds you see over there are at 3,900 feet. Temperature is 4 degrees Celsius, which is pretty cold. Dew point is -5. Altimeter 3048. Right there. Using runway 10.
1 second. Well, I said, what is the altimeter?
3048.
3048.
Correct.
So you put it here.
Yeah, right between 4
Okay,
and 5,
you
closer
put it,
to 5. Right between 4 and 5 and closer to 5. This is 50, this is 49, this is 48, right there. It's very tiny little gauge, but you have to look at it very closely and you can identify the altimeter setting, okay? We got the weather. Now let's go ahead and contact approach.
Syracuse.
So, let's go ahead and flip the switch. And it looks like the approach frequency on the chart here is 2612. 12612. It's up in there, okay?
It's good.
Yep. Beautiful. Are you ready? Let's do some practice. We have information Gulf, okay? Write it down for us. Syracuse approach.
Syracuse approach.
Seneca 4.
Seneca 40702, information Gulf.
How far are we?
Alpha.
About 30 miles to the south.
Alpha 36 to the south.
Don't do Alpha. Say 30 miles to the south.
Okay. Syracuse approach, Seneca 40702. Alpha?
Information Gulf.
Information Gulf, okay. לא, רק ככה אני אזכור.
You sure?
Syracuse.
You don't want to write it down. You want memory. He wants to work his memory. Let him.
זה לא אותו, I don't want to depend on this.
He doesn't want to depend. He wants to.
Syracuse approach, Seneca 40702. Information Gulf.
30 miles south.
30 miles south.
Landing. That's it.
That's it. Syracuse approach, Seneca 40702. Information Gulf. 30 miles south. Landing.
That's it. Okay. Let's get the chart up. And let's do the radio.
Syracuse approach. Seneca 40702. Information Gulf. 30 miles south.
Landing. Now he's going to come back to you and say, Seneca 40702, squawk, blah, blah, blah.
And
whatever he says, you repeat. Not just put it. You have to read it back to him. You have to repeat what he says. So ready to practice? I'll be Syracuse approach. Don't push. I'll be Syracuse approach. You talk to me. We'll see if you know it. Ready?
Syracuse approach, Seneca 40702, information Gulf, 30 miles south, landing.
Seneca 40702, squawk 1314 and ident. Don't do it.
No?
Say it.
I have to say that.
You have to read it back. You must read it back.
Okay, again. Okay, Syracuse approach, Seneca 40702, information Gulf, 30 south, landing.
Seneca 40702, squawk 1313 and ident.
Seneca 40702, 1313 and ident.
13 in there. Squawk 1313 ident.
Squawk 1313 ident.
That's it. Now he may come up with different numbers. This is my sample. Are you ready?
Let's do it again.
You want to do it again? Okay.
Syracuse approach, Seneca 40702, information go 30 south, landing.
Seneca 40702, squawk 1314 ident.
Seneca 40702, squawk 1314 ident.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, frequency is up. Go ahead and give him a call. Push the button and talk.
This or this? Syracuse approach, Seneca 40702, information go 30 south, landing. עוד פעם להגיד לו.
Give him a minute.
There he is.
I don't know about this squelch. Some bad noise. Let's try the different radio. Let's try the other radio. Okay? Ready? Let's try it again. Second radio's up.
Syracuse approach, Seneca 40702, 30 miles landing.
South. Okay, I can see the problem. Which button are you pushing?
This.
That's not the correct button.
So
You
this
see
one. That's what I asked you.
You see PTT?
Yeah.
When you talk on the radio, it's push to talk.
the
It's
PTT.
gotta be that frequency. Are you ready? That frequency, that button. Okay, let's go.
Syracuse approach, Seneca 40702, information go 30 south, landing.
Seneca 40702, Syracuse approach, Syracuse altimeter 3046, squawk 0462.
0462.
0702,
0462.
0462, check.
702. Push the button. 0462. Okay, now he's looking at his screen. Radar screen. He's looking for us on the screen. He's got to come up and say radar contact and then tell us what to do. So be ready to answer what he says, okay?
I have to repeat what he says?
Everything he says, you need to read back. Period. There's no exception.
I do answer 702.
Whatever he said, you read it back. If you don't understand...
702, you have radar contact 25 miles southeast of the Syracuse airport. Proceed inbound for runway 10, verify you're at 5,400 feet.
Seneca 40702, verified 5,400 feet, and proceed inbound runway 10.
Seneca 702, roger that.
We do have information, gold, thank you. Okay, he said proceed inbound to runway 10.
מה זה שם, הוריקן? או טורנדו?
Over there?
זה טורנדו.
There's no tornado. This is just a factory. This is a power plant. Something. Yeah, big factory over there.
שלא יסחוב אותנו בדלק, אני אמוד עכשיו.
היו מודיעים לך ברדיו אם יש לך וודר, מה קרה לך?
נראה טורנדו, נראה איזה...
Beautiful day. Sun is
הוא אומר לי, סנק, אני לא יודע, אני רואה טורנדו.
Sun is out, blue skies. He's looking at smoke coming out of the pipe. He's calling it a tornado. That is a good one. Absolutely good
Roger,
one.
Romeo, Roger, thank you, and report reaching 7,000.
Okay, now, next frequency.
What? תעשה לי אימון, לחזור אחריו, מה היית צריך? אתה ענית לו, מה ענית לו?
Okay, he said verify 5,400. I verified 5,400.
Seneca 40702, 5,400.
Verify 5,400. You read it back because you see the altimeter and you see where you're at.
5,400.
Yep.
And what else did you tell him?
And then he said expect the visual approach runway 10. So we're going to expect runway 10. We know what runway we're going
So
for.
Seneca 40702, verify 5,400, expecting 1.0.
Not 1.0.
10.
Expecting runway
Oh, runway?
10.
I got you. Expecting runway 10. Okay.
That's it. You got it?
Yeah.
Now,
ככה לומדים.
there is a way to set up an approach that gives you an extended center line on the map so you can see the actual runway on the map before you look outside to see it.
Okay.
Giving you a little bit of a clue, okay? So what we're going to do is hit procedure. Yep, we're getting close. We're going to hit procedure. Hit procedure. Hit enter, select approach. Hit ILS 10. Enter. No. Enter. Vector. Load it up. Okay, yes. Now, let's go ahead. Procedure. Activate vectors to final.
Circuit departure, radar contact.
Let's go ahead.
And report when you reach your destination for the pictures.
This is your runway. Right there.
Okay, so we have to go a little bit.
We have to land
this way.
We have to land this way. Okay?
How you know which way you have to land? Because you see, you have to go this and like that.
How? You look at your HSI right there, which is your horizontal situation indicator, and you look at 10 this way, and you point the head of the needle to 10. You're landing this way. Okay? Now, why are we turning to the right? This is the runway 28. You're landing this way. Look at the arrow. You're landing this way.
So we have to go like that.
Yeah.
I got you.
What I recommend right now is look at the airport visually.
Okay.
Do you see the airport?
Can.
Point the nose of the aircraft towards the airport, and we can start a descent. Okay? Seneca 40702 is starting a descent towards the airport.
Number 40702, roger.
Okay, he told us, Roger, that we can start coming down. Let's go ahead. Put the nose of the aircraft below.
045, thank you very much.
Put the nose below the horizon and go towards the airport.
Is this the airport straight ahead?
That's the airport, yeah.
Okay, but we're gonna come the other way around, right?
Around, yeah. We're gonna go left and then right to land this way. Everything clear? You know what we're doing?
So we're going the other way. Okay.
We're gonna land this way. Okay.
Yes. So we're gonna go left and then come back. We have to go like this. Wait a minute.
We're gonna go this way.
We have to go like this and come like this.
Beautiful. Now this is how you do it. You actually point where we're doing. That's very nice. Okay, good. You're good. Now you know what's going on.
אין עליך דורון. אין. איזה אני חולה עליו. איזה דורוני הזה, אני מת עליך. אין עליך תותח.
I heard that before.
אני אעשה אותך טייס קרב, אני אעשה אותך.
לא רוצה קרב, תן ליהנות מהחיים, עזוב אותי למות בקרב, תן ליהנות לטוס.
אתה תטיס את ג'ולס כל הזמן.
כן, חזק. Okay, very nice.
תגיד, איזה עשיתי שעושה
Now look what's happening here.
Yeah.
You're about 10 miles from the airport. What's your altitude?
5,000.
7450.
You gotta start coming down. So let's put the nose at least 1,000 feet from
You
minute.
never told me what altitude we have to be. You never
We have to go down to...
You Watchman Isaac, you never told me.
We have to go down to about 1,500, okay?
1,500.
Yeah, the airport elevation is 421.
How do we do the drop the speed?
Just push the nose down until your vertical speed is about 1,000 feet per minute.
אבל למה לא הולכים ישר? לא צריכים לפנות שמאלה או not yet? דורון.
What I recommend is go towards the airport and then keep the runway off to your right side and turn left and come inbound. That's the best way to do it, yep. Okay, as we're descending, we're going to do a descent checklist. You guys ready for descent checklist?
Yeah.
Okay, power is required, mixture is rich, fuel selector is on, cowl flaps are closed for the descent. ATIS, we have information, Lima. Altimeter is set for 3048. Instruments are all on the green, and heading indicator, the compass, is looking good too. Descent checklist is complete. All we have left is a pre-landing check, so be ready for the landing check. Let's keep coming down. Maybe throttle back a little bit. Bring it back down on the throttle. And keep coming down. You're looking good. No, he's doing good. He's descending towards the airport. He's doing good.
702, contact tower 120.3, right traffic 10.
120.2, right traffic, runway 10, 702. Okay, we're going to contact the tower. 120.2. Verify 20.2 for 702.
702, 120.3, 20.3.
20.3 for tower, 702. Syracuse Tower, good afternoon. Seneca 40702 will enter right traffic, runway 10.
November 40702, Syracuse Tower, 1030 at 4, runway 10, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 10, 702. And we're going to landmark.
Roger, you can expect a right turn off the runway.
Right turn off, 702, thanks. Okay, it's going to be a right turn off the runway, okay? Okay, what I want you to do is descend towards 1500 and keep the runway off to your right-hand side, just like so.
Miles at 1500.
1500 feet. Now let's turn left to the downwind. Go ahead, turn left. Turn left, turn left. You're getting too close. Left. Don't be shy. Turn left towards the downwind. Very nice. Okay. When you get a beam your touchdown point, okay? Let's a little bit of back trim. Let's get the throttle back. A beam your touchdown point right there. See the touchdown point off to your right?
Yeah.
I would like you to drop the landing gear.
Syracuse Airport Information Hotel Con, altimeter 3046.
Go ahead, drop the landing gear. Drop your landing gear. Landing gear, we need landing gear down. Take that knob out and drop it down. Very nice. Okay, very nice. Are you ready for this landing, or are you still sleeping?
Yeah.
You good? Okay, excellent. Okay, let's do it. Alright. Stay at 1500 on the downwind, and let's start coming down towards landing. So a little bit of nose down trim, like so. Okay, keep coming down. Let's get that nose down. Let go of the controls for a second. Okay, you see, you're pulling up instead of coming. I'm trying to get the airplane down for landing, and you're pulling it back up. So let's put your hands on the control. Keep coming down. Keep coming down. Nose below the horizon, coming in for landing. You ready to turn base?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and turn base. I'm going to do the pre-landing check while you turn base. Pre-landing checklist. Landing gear is down. We got 3 greens. Autopilot is off. Gas is on. Mixture is best power. Props are high RPM. Flaps are as required, which is 0. And seatbelt shoulder harness on the right. Pre-landing checklist is complete. Okay, keep coming down. We're going down for landing. We don't look at the altimeter anymore. We're looking straight down towards the runway. Don't look inside the airplane at all. Look outside the landing. All the way outside. Look at your runway right there to your right. Turn towards the runway. You're doing good. Nice and easy. Final checklist. Landing gear is down. 3 greens. Mixture is rich. Props are high. Ready for a go-around. Ready. Final checklist is complete.
Pushback upon discretion, and we'll find time for you now.
Very nice. You're looking good. 2 reds and 2 whites all the way down. Beautiful. Hand on the throttle. Left hand for landing. Very nice. Be ready. Throttle back. Nice and easy. Keep coming down. I'm helping you a little bit. Keep coming down. Nice and easy. Don't over control me. Hold it. Hold it. Very nice. Yeah, what happened there, I was trying to pitch up and you were holding too tight. Never hold the control too tight. No, I was helping you.
I didn't want to go.
It's okay. But never hold the control too tight, because that's going to get us in trouble.
That's the
And Seneca 702 is 180 approved on the runway to landmark?
Seneca 702, that's approved. 180 on the runway, back taxi left at November and straight into the ramp via November.
180 is approved on the runway, and November to the rep. 702, thank you. Okay, she let us do a 180.
Ground 5-star 417.
Gonna make a left on November. You see November right there?
5-star 417,
Okay,
hold on there.
you're too focused inside. Look outside. You see November?
Hold near at the ramp for 5-star 417.
I'm not getting a response, so I'm gonna taxi us in. I think you're too focused on something else, so I'm just gonna taxi in.
אני לוחץ על הדוושה, מה הפוקוס?
5-star 417, do you have Seneca in flight?
5-star 417.
5-star 417 behind the Seneca, taxi runway 10 via November Hotel.
November Hotel behind the Seneca for 5-star 417.
Hey, thanks for giving away jet coming into landmark and set.
No problem.
איזה ג'ט יפה, תראה.
Sorry to hold you up. I guess it's the same spot.
A pleasure, sir. No worries.
I know, jet A is expensive these days. Okay. There's your guy. He wants us to park this way. We're going to go this way. Just like so. You never want to hit this guy, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm on the bricks.
Alright. He's one of the good guys. We never want to hit